Super Mario Wonder is the first Mario game in 7 years, and it's fine. Look, I hate to be negative, which you may disagree with because I swear half my most popular videos are all negative, but I want to praise this game as much as a lot of other people. Because it is being called one of the best games we've gotten in years. Somehow. Like, seriously. I don't get it. So, let's talk about it. So, let's just talk about the levels. It's a 2D platformer. Those are the bread and butter of the game. Along with the controls, and the power-ups, and all the other stuff I'm going to talk about in this video, mostly. And they are all really well-designed levels. They are fun. They are good. They are fluid. They feel intuitive. The secrets are well hidden, and they don't just feel like run to a wall most of the time. It feels very good to run through. Hell, some of the level ideas are really creative. There were several that I'm like, this feels like something out of Mario Maker. Which is really good. Because some of those really creative level ideas in Mario Maker are amazing. So, it has really fun and really well-designed levels. And I think it's also cool that effectively both have a separate alternate way to play them. And that's because of the Wonder Seeds, which are really cool. They gave each level its own unique identity. I mean, some of the Wonder Seed abilities are reused, but like, genuinely, each level has its own cool little gimmick, its own cool little thing it can do. I think that's really cool. It's like, some of the mechanics are really fun. Like, oh, we're just playing Zelda now, or okay, why are the pipes dancing? And oh, it's a musical number. Okay. And that's just a few of them. They're really fun. Hell, this is something I'll give this game. Never thought there'd be a Mario game where you can play as a Goomba. Oh wait, Mario Odyssey exists. But like, you actually have to beat the level of the Goomba. And they're designed around the Goomba's incredibly limited moveset. Also known as walking left and right. But the Wonder Seeds and the Wonder abilities give each level their own unique mechanic. Aside from when they don't, because they're reused. But in all seriousness, the level design is really good. It is really well done. Getting the top of the flagpole on every level, which may sound like a small thing, because it's this tiny little section at the end, all have a really fun, just platforming thing you have to do. The purple coins, specifically the big ones that are worth 10, effectively replace your star coins from previous 2D Mario games, and they're quite fun to get. As I said, the secrets are not hidden too out of the way. They are reasonable to find. The different characters have blocks that exist, which actually, hey, you can hit them without having to play as the character, which is nice. But yeah, gotta love the fact there's an entire type of level that relies on you being able to see those. Look, I have to talk about search parties, because I do not like them. The idea is you have to collect 5 flower coins to get the Wonder Seed. Okay, not too bad. Except for the fact to reach almost all of them, you need to use the hidden blocks. The specific ones that are only via character. So for example, if you're playing as Daisy, you can see the ones that are for Daisy, but you can hit them regardless of who you're playing as. But it's basically just, hope you know where the hidden blocks are, because if you leave the level, your progress resets. And this game has, I think, 11 playable characters. So even if you had a full group of friends and 4 Nintendo Switch controllers, you still couldn't even be guaranteed to have every single block you need. Because, for some reason, the Yoshis are counted as separate characters. Yeah, like, that is a thing. That is definitely an issue. Because it is not fun to go through those. Because it's just jump in every single spot. Hope you hit the block. Also, if you're enjoying the video, please consider to like and subscribe. It helps with the channel a ton. And honestly, I'm thinking I might do a challenge run of this game in the future. Anyway, let's talk about this horrible transition and power-ups, since they're also very important to making levels and level design. And this game trades a variety of power-ups for the Wonder Gimmicks, which we did talk about a little bit. I want to keep it somewhat vague, because I think they're cool. I think they're cool to experience on your own. Am I telling you this nearly 2 weeks after the game released? Yes, I was busy playing Spider-Man. The power-ups in this are the Fire Flower, which... Anyway, let's talk about the Elephant Fruit. And while personally I'm not a fan of the design, physically, visually, of the power-up, mechanically, honestly, somewhat neat. You can hit the Y button to basically just attack in front of you. You can also spray water, which is very unuseful, because what it is, the game makes it very clear. I kind of wish that was just like a thing you could do regardless of if there was a water source. And in addition, another power-up should also probably be able to do. I'll get to that when we get to that power-up. But I don't know how I feel about the swing itself. It is one of those things that just feels kind of slow and clunkish. And the thing is, there was already a really good solution on how this could work in a Mario game. Well, sort of a Mario game. Wario's Shoulder Bash. Give the elephant Wario Shoulder Bash. That would be so fun. Like, it would functionally do the same thing as the trunk, but it would be more momentum-based. Which, in my opinion, would be more fun, because I think moving fast, going momentum, that's what's fun. So an ability that just quickly bursts you forward is a lot more interesting. Next up, my personal favorite power-up from the game, the Bubble Flower. And the second I got my hands on this thing, I knew it would be really cool if it could do tech and if you could perform it. Also, I want this in Mario Maker 3. I don't know if this is the thing I will regret when it results in incredibly difficult Kaizo levels, but I want it in Mario Maker 3. The TLDR is you shoot a bubble by pressing run that is slower than a fireball, but also can reach more destination. And actually, I think the best way to describe it would be Mario's neutral B versus Luigi's neutral B in Smash. This is Luigi's. But the thing that really makes it shine is you can jump on those bubbles, and they will boost you up in the air slightly. Effectively, you can create small temporary platforms that will go away and move faster than you, so while they may be hard to jump on, you certainly can. And it could definitely result in some cool things. I've already seen someone do some levels without even touching the ground, just using the Bubble Flower. It is insane. If you have the right combination of badge and power-up, it can be an incredible ability. I've already seen that, and I'm super excited to see how it ends up used in especially things like speed runs. Super cool power-up. I love it. Lastly, the Drill Mushroom. Returning from the Galaxy games, it is super cool. I love it. You can stick to ceilings, you can stick to the floor, you can dig under things, you can break blocks from above or below. Frankly, that's about it. Also, jumping, it attacks as a hitbox, so effectively, you can also wear a Spiny Shelmet. Frankly, really cool mix of some cool powers. It's fun. It's also kind of weird to me that this is the one power-up in the game that doesn't have like an outwardly offensive use. Which I'm fine with. I like the more movement-based, more momentum-based, more platforming-based power-ups in general. But I find that a bit interesting. So, let's talk about the next bit. Next up being the badges, which come in a variety. Basically, there's the challenge badge, the little bonus that can help you, and the movement badge. The little bonus that can help you badges are like for example, you get an extra coin if you jump on an enemy, or you get an extra coin if you jump on time with the rhythm of the beat, or, well, frankly, they're mostly coins. But the movement badges and the challenge badges are where the game gets really cool. For example, the challenge badges. Do you want to literally be invisible? You can! It's one of those things where it would make a cool challenge run, but it would probably suck to watch. Because generally, I think it would be nice to know where you are. It's honestly not too bad to control, since you can keep an eye on things like little puffs when you jump off the ground, and if you really get lost, ground pound. You'll be fine. Also, it's pretty easy to tell where you are if you're just paying attention via where you're moving and what buttons you're pressing. But where it really gets fun are the movement badges. Do you want to hover? You can. Double jump? Sure. Luigi physics? Why not? Can they result in cheese? Absolutely. But they're pretty fun. Now look, I wasn't going to make a second titled Why Is It Fine? Or Why I'm Not Super Into It, but I'm kind of going through this realizing you don't really see my negatives because I don't really have any. My issue with the game is less so, it's not bad, but it's just very safe. As weird as that sounds, it is fine. There's just nothing super special, nothing that it excels at, nothing that screams incredible. It is a really good game that is probably worth getting. But it's not amazing. It's not good. It is fine. As much as I would want to say, oh, it's really good and I really like it, you knew what you were getting going in. It's fine. I think people are overselling the absolute ton out of it. It is not a bad game. Hell, again, I enjoy it. I've enjoyed my time with it. I think it's been fun. But I don't think it's really, really good. It is like a solid 6 or 7 out of 10. Which is not a bad score. But for me, that's a pretty mediocre score. It's slightly above average. And frankly, Mario Wonder is slightly above average is not a very good title. Either way, I hope you guys are at least enjoying the game, and I'll see you guys in the next one.